Hey everybody, this is actually going to be my first video about my wrestling DVD collection. I saw a couple of guys put up their DVD collection and I figured, you know what the heck, let me show you guys mine. Currently I have 79 DVDs in the collection. You're going to get to see all 79. Hopefully more are going to come soon later, but for right now these are the 79. Just to let you know how I break them down. You're going to see one, the first one says Miss, that's miscellaneous. For me, that's like shoot interviews, compilation DVDs, etc. So that's that. But I'm going to tell you about I'm going to tell you the name of the DVD. I'm going to give you my favorite match, tell you if I was there or not, anything else interesting about the DVD, and I hope you guys have fun and enjoy my collection. Okay, so first things first, we're going to start with the miscellaneous DVDs. As I said in the intro, these are like any shoot DVDs, compilation DVDs, documentaries, etc. Anything that isn't really a full-fledged show DVD is what I actually have in this section. So, hope you guys enjoy what I have in this section. Okay, so the first DVD is a 3-disc set, actually. It's called A Redneck Woman, The Mickey Knuckles Story. I'm a big Mickey Knuckles fan. I'm a huge Deathmatch fan in general, so I just love Mickey. She's so cool. She's so awesome. Like I said before, this is actually a 3-disc set put out by SmartMark. If you get a chance, definitely pick it up, especially if you're just into female wrestling in general. I mean, Mickey Knuckles is one of the best female wrestlers out there. If I have to say one of my favorite matches that's on this set, actually her King of the Death match against Tank, which I'll actually talk about later for the actual King of the Death match DVD. Okay, now the next DVD that I'm going to show you guys is actually the Best of Chikara. Now, if you're a Lucha Libre fan or a Puroresu fan, you guys have got to check out Chikara. They're based out of Philly, which is pretty cool for me being here in Jersey. Just go to the shows. I mean, they're great. But with this DVD, you actually get a bunch of stuff from the early years of Chikara. If I had to pick out one of my favorite matches on here, it would probably have to be the World Tag Grand Prix Finals that crowned the Campeones de Parejas, which actually had the Kings of Wrestling versus Milano Collection AT and Jorge Skyder Rivera. So a lot of high flying. You definitely got to pick this up. Okay, now as we keep going, the next one is actually going to be the Best of the Cold-Hearted Player, Danny DeMonto, in hardcore matches. I actually picked this up at a Jersey All Pro Wrestling show. Danny DeMonto actually autographed it for me, which was awesome by him. There's a lot of hardcore matches in here from a bunch of the promotions Danny's worked for. FTW, Jersey All Pro Wrestling. Just to name two that I actually know of that are on here. A couple of the matches I actually love on here. He goes up against New Jack for Jersey All Pro. With Jersey All Pro, he goes up against New Jack and the Sandman. He takes on Devon Storm. Actually, one of the matches where he takes on Storm, he actually uses one of my weapons. So, if you like this stuff, enjoy. Alright, this DVD is actually the Ultimate Ric Flair collection, the 3-disc set. Flair, what all can I say about Ric Flair? You know, a legend in this business, always has been, always will be, never really had a bad match. I mean, if you just want to see some real old school classic wrestling, I mean, pick up this DVD. I mean, one of the few WWE DVDs I actually have that I actually enjoy. So, that says a lot for me, especially as an indie fan. Alright, The next DVD I'm actually going to show you guys right now is Japanese Hardcore Wrestling Volume 9. As you can guess, it's pretty much all hardcore wrestling, all deathmatch style of wrestling, which I absolutely love. So this is a great DVD for me. You've actually got a lot of guys on here from the States, actually, like Necro Butcher's actually in here, Chris Hero, just to name two. Then you've actually got a big Japanese star by the name of Jun Kasai, who is awesome, the Crazy Monkey. The main event is actually a 300 fluorescent light tube death match, but my favorite match is actually Jun Kasai versus Numisawa, which was actually a board match with lasers, so that was great. Alright, keep moving along. This DVD is actually the Flying Assassin DVD from FMW. I'm a big Hayabusa mark. There's no doubt about it. I just love Hayabusa. Everything he's done, I just absolutely love. So when I saw this DVD, I had to pick it up no matter what. There's really no in particular match on this DVD that I can say is the best. Because like I said, I just love Hayabusa to begin with. So, you know, if you're into Japanese style wrestling, high flying, Hayabusa, you can check him out. I mean, he's awesome. Okay, this DVD is from the WWF. Mick Foley's Hard Knocks and Cheap Pops. It's Mick Foley. What can I say? It's a laugh a minute. I mean, Foley is great. I mean, he was what the WWF needed for a while, comedy wrestling, which is what he gave a lot of times, even though he had the Mankind character, the Dude Love character, Cactus Jack, which Cactus is one of my favorite. It's still Mick. And like I said, he was comedy wrestling, which is what WWE needed. And all I can say is I miss Mick being in WWF, WWE, whatever you really want to call it. All right, next is Women's Extreme Wrestling. Event Set Volumes 9 through 12. This is actually a two-disc DVD. Well, a two-disc DVD set. I mean, this is just great if, you know, you're a horny guy, and yes, I'm actually saying that, because these girls are smoking hot. They're literally dressed even more scantily clad, if you will, than the WWE divas, if you actually can believe it. Well, I mean, considering one of their wrestlers is named G.I. Ho, so, but it's just great. I mean, it's what a lot of people think women's wrestling is, but these women can still fight like no tomorrow. Okay, the next three DVDs I'm actually going to be getting into on here are all ECW DVDs. And I'm not really talking WWECW, I'm talking ECW. The first one is ECW Deep Impact. You'll notice a little signature up in the corner by the ECW. I actually got this signed by former ECW ring announcer Steven DeAngelis, which is cool. I got to sit down with the guy, heard stories. It was awesome. My favorite match on here would probably have to be Terry Funk versus Sabu from '97. With the strands of barbed wire surrounded the ring for the heavyweight title. I mean, come on. Once again, as I've always said, it's technically a death match. I love this stuff. What can I say? Okay, this one is the infamous The Rise and Fall of ECW. Yes, technically this is a WWECW DVD, but to some extent not really. It does talk a lot about what ECW went through. You get to hear from a lot of the ECW guys, to hear what it was really like. And, I mean, if you just really want to know the history of that promotion, this is a good DVD to get. what really can I say? I mean, it was ECW. I mean, a promotion I'm sure most of us grew up with. So, what else can I say? Alright, now this one is put out by Big Vision. It's Forever Hardcore. It's kind of everything else that you will not hear in the aforementioned The Rise and Fall of ECW. This is everything that Vince would not let out. And you hear from guys who weren't in the Rise and Fall of ECW. Like in here, you have Terry Funk, you have Raven, you have Shane Douglas, Sandman, Sabu, Joey Styles. I mean, it's great. This is actually a 2-disc set, which there's 5 bonus matches on here, uncensored footage. I mean, this DVD is the real look of what ECW really was. And there's some stuff in there that I didn't even know about the promotion, and I grew up with that promotion. So if you really want to know the story of ECW, get from... Alright, this is actually XPW, Extreme Pro Wrestling. These guys actually came out after, well, actually during ECW. They actually had a pretty good feud with ECW back when a lot of the guys were leaving the company. This is called Best of the Black Army. This is a lot of different matches with some of the guys who were in what they called the Black Army, which was actually a group led by the owner of XPW, Rob Black. Some of the matches on here that I actually really enjoyed were Abdullah the Butcher versus Sabu. You had Vampiro versus the Messiah versus Sabu. Johnny Webb is actually on here. ICP's actually in here for a little bit with Vampiro. And I mean, Lizzie Borden is just hot as hell, so what can I say? Okay, these next 2 DVDs are called The Grandmasters of Wrestling. 2 DVDs that make up one show. To be honest, my aunt gave me these as a gift. The only reason I would suggest you pick them up, to be honest, is there's a lot of old school guys on here. Like you've got Bam Bam Bigelow, Ken Patera, Nikolai Volkov, Iron Sheik, Classy Freddie Blassie. The Iron Sheik actually takes on, I guess, a guy who works for the company that they're actually doing the show for, known as the Mighty Maccabee. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty, oh yeah, I'm sorry, King Kong Bundy, Ken Patera, Jimmy Snuka's on here too. So, you know, I mean, that's really about it. Those are the only reasons I would say pick up this DVD. Okay, well, this is it for Miscellaneous Part 1. Since YouTube only gives me 15 minutes, I'm going to have to cut this in half. Just take a look. Miscellaneous 2 is coming. Actually, it should be up hopefully the same day as this, so you can go right from one to the other. As you'll see scrolling up, you'll see at the end of each one, you'll see all the places where you can go get these DVDs. I highly suggest go get them. As I said before, if you're at a local indie show, go see the booths. Go see the vendors. They've always got some great DVDs, and just help support your local indie promotions. That's what's best about this business, is the indies. So have fun and enjoy pro wrestling, and I'll see you in Miscellaneous 2.